What if I told you you could build a website like this with AI? This is a WordPress landing page, fully animated with interactive motion as you scroll, and it's built on top of real Beaver Builder modules, rows, and columns. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I did it step by step. All right, let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to need a couple foundation stuff set up. Well, first, I am currently using Beaver Builder theme and the Beaver Builder child theme. I have Beaver Builder AI installed, version 1 alpha 0.7, Beaver Builder version 2.11, which is the latest release, and you're going to need the MCP adapter version 0.50. If you do want to create headers and footers, then you can have Beaver Themer installed as well. The other thing you're going to need is Claude desktop version, claude.com/download. And you can see if you have Mac or Windows versions, you can download what's best for you. What I like to use is Claude Cowork. Some developers are definitely going to want to use Claude Code. So I actually would recommend to start at the minimum, at the Pro plan, just to test things out. And then if you find you like to use it, obviously you can upgrade to the higher tier plans. So now that we got that out of the way, to get the template for this, go to motionsites.ai. I'm not an affiliate or anything to that. It's just some AI website that I found that has some really cool interactive motion sites. Some of these are free and some of these you have to pay for the premium versions. But in this one, we're going to use a free version, the top left called 3D Portfolio. If you click on it, they'll give you a big button that says copy the full prompt. So we're just going to copy this. And then now we're going to go into our Claude desktop. So in our Claude desktop, if you don't have MCP connected yet, you're going to want to go and follow the instructions that are in Beaver Builder AI. So if you click on Beaver Builder AI, you'll see that there's a specific video called MCP Connections. A really short video that walks you through step by step how to do it. And you also have on the tab right here, it says MCP Connection. It'll give you some more instructions. So how to set up Claude. And you're going to copy and paste this into setting up a connector. So just to give you a quick walkthrough on that, I'm going to show you. But real quick, before I forget, another tip is if this is a brand new WordPress install, you might want to double check to see if you have permalinks set to post name. I've run into an issue before where the MCP connection wasn't connecting because this was set to something different like plain. But if you connect it to save it as post name, that might help. You're going to paste this MCP and URL into your Claude connector. So when you do that, once again, you walk through here, connectors, add a connector, custom connector. You're going to paste that URL here. Once you do that, it's going to allow you to authorize and approve it, and it should have a connection. And to know that you have a connection, if you go to your connectors, for me right here, it says BBAI test. It's already on. And that's how that basically is connected. So what I always like to do when I start a new conversation is I definitely make sure I'm connected to Cowork. So if your toggle looks like this, chat, toggle over to Cowork. And then I like to use the model Opus 4.8. Fable 5 is very powerful, but it's going to use all your tokens. And Sonnet 5 is pretty good too, but I always like 4.8. That's just my preference. And then I like to choose effort as high. So the first thing I like to do is just talk to Claude and just ask if it has a connection already established. All right. I'm just waiting for it to verify that it has a connection via MCP. And it says, yes, connected and working. Okay. And you're going to want to approve this. You're giving it access to basically learn about the Beaver Builder AI capabilities. All right. It says, yes, I'm connected and it's live and it's pointed to this site, which is my test site. and it's asking what we want to do next. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that prompt, build a portfolio landing page, and I'm going to put at the very end, important, build this page. That's important. Can you make sure to build this page using Beaver Builder native modules, meaning columns, rows, modules. So using some motion first, scroll driven animation, micro interactions. These are like basically the keywords that Claude wants to see. So anyways, yeah, and I prepped this for this call. So Jack has basically a magnetic hover effect on the head. And when you scroll down, there's two marquee rows that slide in opposite directions as you scroll. About paragraph reveals the character. And as you scroll down, the project cards stack and stack as you scroll past it. Okay, so there you go. That's the prompt. And then we'll see what happens. So just on this current one, the build was kind of taking a long time. So I just basically stopped it just to confirm everything was working. And then I just said continue to let it continue the process. Okay, so now it says the page is done and it's in draft mode, and we can click this link to preview it. So let's see what we got. Ah, nice. So we have loading animation Jack. We have this scrolling portfolio section. And we have these scroll up projects, which is great. And then let's take a look if it was built with Beaver Builder native modules. So first thing, I can click on the outline panel. So you can see right here, it's built with Flexbox, columns, photo modules, H2 text. So yeah, so photo module, see text, and this is photo module, and I think this is a row. Cool. And if you're wondering, if you need to remove the header and footer, you just click edit page and you go to default template and select no header footer and save draft. And then now when I preview it, it should remove that top. Now, usually these don't always come out perfect right off the back. So you'll have to go back and forth a little bit with Claude to make it perfect the way you want. But this gets you, I would say, 80 to 90% there. And of course, if you wanted to change things, you can just prompt Claude to help you do so. I'm going to, for example, I'm going to go back to what I like to do is I'll take screenshots of the original and I'm going to paste it into Claude and just tell it like, okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. And this is what you gave me basically. So those two were pretty much good. It was just the top header that doesn't look quite right. And then this section. So you kind of have to go back and forth a little bit, but this kind of gives you the idea of how to fix this. So I'm going to add the screenshots. And then I'll tell Claude, hey Claude, so far first draft looks decent, but if you can compare the screenshot photos of what the original layout should look like, and then you can see the version you provided isn't quite matching. You'll notice that on the hero section, The I'm Jack is not big and bold like the other original version. And then when you scroll down to the About Me section, that definitely doesn't look like it should. The font size is too small. The moon and the cube are in the center right now, and they need to be towards the outer edges. So if you can compare the photos, make the adjustments, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so it applied some changes. Let's see what it looks like. It says reload the preview, hard refresh to beat the cache. All right, so it looks a lot better. Bigger font, bigger head, big scrolling marquee. Okay, so this is a lot better. But one thing I noticed that you probably can't see is it looks like on the right here, there's like it's created some maximum width parameters. So I'm going to ask it to adjust. Hey, Claude, this looks a lot better. I noticed that there seems to be maybe like a maximum width restriction that you had set. Can you remove that? And yeah, remove that for me, and then that should help make the layout better. Thanks. Okay, so it looks like Claude said he removed the content width cap, and go ahead and hard refresh and click preview. So let's go ahead and see what he did. Cool. So you can see now it's full width. Looks good. Looks great. All right, so let's go into Beaver Builder and see how this works. So I like to go to the outline panel so you can see that there's rows. This is a heading module. This is a button module. And these are photo modules. So yeah, you can basically now you can change things like you normally would about Jack, or change text, change pictures. Let's see if I wanted to swap out this picture, I can do it. And one thing you'll notice right here that it's using the photo URLs as a source of image. If you wanted to actually add it to the media library, you can just ask Claude to sideload the images. So actually, let's go ahead and do that so you can see it in action. So right now, you're going to see from my previous builds that there are some images, but I'm going to go ahead. So you'll notice right now there's Solaris 3 is the latest image. After we ask it to sideload, you'll see all the images be brought into here. Hey Claude, this looks great. Can you do me a favor? And I noticed that a lot of the images are using URLs. Can you actually sideload them into my WordPress media folder and then use those actual media folder photos on the actual page? Thanks. Okay, so it looks like the images were sideloaded and onto the page. So let's go and check it out. I went ahead, and if you click around on some of these images, it might still have the same photo URL. You just change the photo source right here to media library, and you can see Claude had already sideloaded it for us. And so it's just a matter of changing the photo source from URL to the media library. All right, that's pretty cool. Yeah, as you can see, you have a WordPress site that is using Beaver Builder native modules. You can adjust things like you normally would. Yeah, so this is just showing you a good example of what Beaver Builder AI is capable of. And of course, you can play around it and modify it and to make it your own. So hope you enjoyed this quick video, and we'll talk to you.